Hello. I think everything is working. I guess tell me if something isn't. This is a stream I was not planning to do, but I'm way too excited over something, which is testing a new tier build. How is everyone? And I have less, okay, about 1 hour to stream. And then after that, I need to be somewhere. Hello, Pushy, welcome in. And Frog and Arthur and Geru and anyone potentially working, welcome in everyone. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the Cartesian tier build. It's obviously not great, but it has evolved a little bit, and basically, I've been enjoying the game a lot. As long as I'm playing junk and trying to make new things work, I'm enjoying it a lot. And this is the current state of it. Now my brain is kind of wonking and I don't know what to yap about it, but Cartesian Quem can make a Meritar, which is a cool way to bridge into tier. The problem with this deck is that it doesn't have enough mill potential for the payoffs. And it's obviously not as good going second compared to Herald tier, but this deck will be for another stream. The deck I want to talk about on this stream. What if instead of 6 Herald we do 7? 6, 7. That's actually my current player name. Okay, watch this, watch this. And I could add one purple white to make the 7 Heralds. But I think if I'm going to have purple white, might as well just play red reboot. Why would you spend 2 cards to beat 1 trap when you can spend 1 card to beat every trap that the opponent player is trying to use in the entire turn? Okay, my current player name is Hokunana, which is actually Japanese for 6-7. Why is that the name? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm about to show you the most adorable thing ever. I need to download this video and put it on the meme casino, which I don't even know if it's currently working. Okay, I'm going to show it in the lowest quality possible. Don't question why. Miku, why is IP there? Why is she there? I don't know, because every time I make a new deck, I have to change from IP to Laundry. Laundry is my goat. Where is she? Where is my goat? Right here. So every fucking time I make a new deck, I have to manually change to Laundry. I don't know why IP was there. SP is better than IP. I like the package of having both together. But I think SP likes me more than IP because I got a billion SP alternative arts and no IP, so there's that. Okay, let me go here. And then let me pause the music, play Chrome. And basically, don't question the quality. This is like the quickest thing I could find. Nana! Yep. Basically, I need this on my meme casino. That will be the next addition. Why did I change here? Okay, going back to the deck I want to play today. So some guy just randomly showed up in Master Duel Meta Discord, the Armament channel, and he does have top 100 titles to back up, like, I don't know, his claims or whatever. And he decided he wanted to make tier better at going second. And this was his first experimentational build. It has changed a lot. It has basically circled back into standard Herald tier, but there are still some spicy choices. And basically from this list we have a billion Heralds. Also, hello Yasin, welcome in. Migo loves fit. I will not confirm or deny that accusation. You've tried something similar? How did it go? Was it on tier or some other deck? I'd not fuck up with Triple Destroy. Okay, I will be talking about that as well. And hello Darkstar. He has Exiton and Black Rose Dragon to basically break parts going second. I think Exiton right now is fucking amazing. Like, I've had a very revealing match against Radiant Typhoon, where if I had Exiton, I would be able to immediately break his board going second, but since I didn't have Exiton, it was an unwinnable match. And yeah, basically that's it. We have a very small Finsmith package because it was poorly into Purovia. It was really good, but it felt weaker than just playing a good deck. Yeah, that does sound like tier, unfortunately. Okay, so how did this build evolve? He basically circled back into a more standard Herald tier, but he has the Impulse. Impulse can go very crazy. It's basically turn 0 Dugares. Dugares can discard your tier names, discard your Eva, discard your Nepi, get some plays going. I personally, I only see half of the vision with Dugares, or I mean, not Dugares, with Impulse. I am not a believer, I will say. Even though he seems very convinced that the Impulse is amazing. And I can see why, but I don't believe in it. I think I'd rather play Purovia. What else does he have that is interesting? He has the Finsmith in Paradise, which I also do not fuck with. And as you can see, he cut the Destrudo completely. He's not even playing Destrudo. I don't like Impulse package, but that's me. Yeah, I'm not a believer either, even though I see half of the vision. If I saw the vision entirely, I would believe in it, I think. And yeah, Finsmith in Paradise is a very low commitment end board piece. And it's very easy to reach when you are at your weakest, if that makes any sense. The problem with Finsmith in Paradise for me is that you need to play Destrudo, not Destrudo, you need to play Desire. And I'm too much of a dumbass to play Desire. I'm covering the... Okay, give me one moment. Alright, you did not see that. I'm too much of a dumbass to play Desert, so I cannot play Finsmith in Paradise. And in theory, it can also contribute to low quality hands, so there's that. But yeah, I think the deck is super cool. And I think it has potential. No Maxi? Okay, the Maxi is just for experimenting purposes. You obviously want to play Maxi in this deck, especially because standard tier Herald is super hard to beat through Maxi because you just keep recycling the Herald to have infinite negates. So yeah, you will obviously play Maxi in here. Tier 40 cards, I know that sounds crazy, but yes. We are not playing a pile today. Okay, and then, wait, did I forget to turn on VPN? I did not, thank God. Then we go back to Master Duel and I'll show what I'm working with. So this is how I ruined the list of this guy. I added Diviner, I cut Desiree for Bron. It's probably not correct, but I like the idea of it. Then I have about to resummon Diviner and send Eva or a Shuffler. And that's about it. I also have 3 Purovia instead of the Impulse. I enjoy Purovia too much this format. Purovia beats Radiant Typhoon and K9 Vanquish Soul. It recycles itself against most decks that want to do their normal summon. It allows for more material for tier. So for example, imagine you are on Foolish Burial. Now Purovia turns Foolish Burial into a 1-card combo. So yeah, I'm the Purovia biggest enjoyer on the current format. Everyone knows that 60 card is only bricks if you're trying any other non-mill deck related. Maybe. Does Branded count as a mill related deck? I don't know. Well, what else plays 60? I guess huge swap piles with Mitsu and other random engines, I don't know. Here is either 40 or 60. Okay. Have you ever heard of the legendary number 47 for consistency? The time of Branded 61 Fusion Limited always on their hand. Oh my god, yep. I remember the time. Like, Branded always opens the nuts. Always Branded Fusion, Trust, cowed by, things like that. Okay, since I don't have much time, I guess I'll just queue up and see where it goes. And I'm honestly glad I've dropped down from Diamond 1 to Diamond 4 for like the billionth time, because right now If I'm closer to ranking up to master, I start crashing out, but if I'm at the lower ranks, I just don't give a fuck. I can enjoy the game, whatever happens, happens. Last time I got an 8-win streak. When was last time? With Swap, are you proud of me? I am the proudest. You have made me very proud. Okay, this could be Sky Striker judging on accessories. Puruvy isn't great, but I will shotgun it regardless. Also, something else that I want to talk about is... This guy's not playing Ash Blossom in either of these lists. I don't think that's correct. I think, unfortunately, as much as I want to cut Ash Blossom, we are... it's a Finsmith deck. Finsmith deck just dies too hard to flawless. We cannot afford to cut Ash Blossom. You know how much I love swaps? Well, me too, but I'm not as crazy as you. I will not be playing... what's the name? Centurion, Val Monica, weird ass junk. What the fuck is this shit? You can special one hose from deck. I think that's fine. This is the first time I'm seeing a non-Japanese player play this card, I think. Amelia. I still have no idea what the fuck I'm playing against. What is the text on hose? Opponent monster in extra zone is destroyed by battle, so I can technically orange light this. I could also just hold on the deck, try to get more cards in hand, even though I don't think he's going to give me more cards in hand. I don't think I want to send Nappy yet. MST, man, when I do want to play Radiant Typhoon a lot. I'll probably be able to build it after Duelist Cup. Especially the versions that Metakuzu has been cooking, so he made the Branded Fusion Radiant Typhoon build, where he uses Branded Fusion to basically get 5 Rainbow on rotation. 5 Rainbow is a card that I wish was banned yesterday. However, just like I abused Christian and wanted Christian banned, I will abuse 5 Rainbow as long as it's out there. What are you searching? Women's Gate? Do I care about that? Worm. Maybe I'm letting him get away with too much, but I just don't feel like I should care about it. Okay, now, if you have 3 in your graveyard, I should care. You do not have 3. Okay, keep cooking. And then Metakuzu cut Branded Fusion because, you know, Radiant Typhoon kinda wants to make a wing too. And if you are playing Branded Fusion, that's not quite possible. Take one of your holes that is banished or in graveyard, either add to hand or special. Okay. I'm to show Garu my game you watched. Okay, I will watch that game, it was pretty funny, but I don't think I will be watching more replays today. Because the stream is so short. Okay, now that is a card that I want to negate. And I think I straight up use orange white. Oh my Herald. Not sure if I want to discard Engraver or Sharon. I think I go for Engraver. It's probably wrong, but hey, whatever. Just because Engraver is a 1-card combo with Sharon, you kind of need another monster to discard. Okay. Widow Wanker. Oh yeah, as I was saying with Metakuzu, so after cutting Branded Fusion, he kept playing 5 Rainbow, but what did he do? He fucking makes Curious, Wind Curious with Radiant Typhoon to send 5 Rainbow. It has to be discard orange white, sadly. This is probably Lemon's Gate. What was the text on it exactly? Shuffle them into the deck, and for every 3 shuffled cards, you can return up to 1 card from field to hand. You have 3 aces and 2 spells, right? So he cannot actually use that, can he? Am I reading correctly? God, I wish I can read. He doesn't have enough spells as far as I can tell. He can? Well, we will find out. He can shuffle 2 spells to monsters. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. And that counts as shuffling like 4 cards. So he bounces 1. Then Sharon has to hit something good. I know Heart and Soviet. Soviet does let me keep extending. I still have normal, so I think I just do Hein. That was super good for them. Oh my god, you are right. You are so right. Draw. That is fine by me. It's annoying, but the tier Finsmith does not die to draw most times. And that also means I don't even have to get baited by Lugares. I just play Finsmith right here. Weapons Gate, okay. Sir, do you understand I have a shuffler? I'll just shuffle basically everything he has. Keep the Kagari. Well, it gets shuffled regardless. So I could like just shuffle 2 and shuffle something from my end. Which I don't know if I want to. Sure, we can remove the roads from rotation. That sounds good to me. There is an argument to go Rhinoheart here, and then if the card in his hand is Nibiru, I don't just die to it. But I believe this is safe. Like, who the fuck is playing Nibiru in 2026 other than maybe Matmec or decks like that? Also in Strikers? In Striker is even less likely to play Nibiru. I think they still have interaction though. Like, I think I saw a prompt. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Very often I'm tripping. Also, making Kawaii there kinda beats Nibiru as well, and it would be funny. Should I go Kawaii? Nah. Is you can use Field to get rid of Nib, I saw it a lot. going to be honest, I don't even completely remember what the striker field does. I'm going to play as much as I can into the Nibiru, just because I'm sure he doesn't have it. If he has it, well, he wins. Okay, that's no Nibiru. Also, funny number of damage I'm threatening right now. Punch. 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 Pardon? Chain block. Who do I punish? Let's punish Rei. Fuck Rei. Is that Final Fantasy 9 OST? Yes, it is. It is the Overworld theme. Okay, good start for the stream. And if we're talking about the melody itself, it's not just the Overworld theme. The name of the song is actually called Melodies of Life, I believe. It's very, very good, and it's used for a lot of soundtrack in quite different tracks in that game. Final Fantasy 9 was actually one of my first Final Fantasies I've completely cleared, and I love it. And Nobuo Uematsu, which is the composer for many Final Fantasy games, he actually claims that the soundtrack for Final Fantasy IX is his masterpiece. So he put a lot of work into it. Okay, good start for the stream. Let's watch Arthur replay. I should also turn off replays just so that people who are coming late don't redeem when they cannot redeem. Which I think it's turned off. Okunana. Three cards from your opponent are kind of a spoiler. Well, they spoil that. They don't spoil entirely. Let's put it like that. Okay, so we're going first with Argostar's Man. And that's 10. We go Speedroid. This is the Taketomborg. Upperway into MX Saber. I wonder if I can commentate this with the fast forward, because the replay does take a while. We get Adra. Punish yourself now, searches to backhoe for Argostars. Activate the Argostars field. Discard man for the Trudeau. That's a Royal Trudeau. Yes, why not, Migu? Go fast. I just don't think I can commentate it like that. Especially considering that I don't know very well how the Argostar cards work. I don't even know how That's 10 works completely. Like Time Thief with a trap card that is one of the most powerful types of removal in the game. It's a non-targeting shuffle. 10th access counter is placed on this card, you can return it to your hand. If you do, set from deck one continuous trap with an effect that specials itself. Okay, got it. We replace the Argostar field spell for the Odeon field spell. Step 2, that lets us search for Odeon card. Card on movie, search man. Then it's going to search one Odin card. Odin searches Verdict. Then we ring summon into IP. And that's our end board. And the main end board is already very terrifying. We have IP and Hidwar on top of that. And right now, Arthur might be a little scared. Because Hidwar still in Secret Blast. Not very standard thing to see. But it tells us a lot about what kind of deck the opponent is playing. We go Lava Golem over the IP and Apophis. Set 5 and pass. On the end phase we don't really do much. Burn for 1,000, we are down to 7,000. So how does math work? Okay, so on a standard burn build, you want to beat your opponent on their second turn, which means that each of these cards needs an average of 1400 burn damage. Normal summon Adra. Go into the Argos Dexes, which I actually don't really know what they do. So search Argus spell. Then has a standby effect. I don't think that's going to come up. An opponent made me go first sight out of Tempai. Yeah, it's been a while since Chainburn was proper. I think at least it was like during the original, the very first Snake Eye format. Because you actually had a good matchup with Chainburn. Okay, they go Ceasefire burns for 500 for each monster on the field. So Arthur chains Widow Guy, targeting both monsters to completely dodge the damage. Then triggering a billion times, and Foshi might be leaving my stream now because this is one of her most hated cards. I would understand if she does. Then H10 counters, which Statue of Anguish. Summon Anubis from the graveyard by shuffling to Backhoe. Might still had Rabbit. I think she left already. Understandable. Then we go Apophis, and here, this might have been actually a mistake, but this is where it gets silly. Hello, Ember, how are you? So why is this possibly a mistake? You don't want to pop Backhoe from Chainburn, because they have cards like Secret Blast, which we already saw. Hidwar stole it. I'm trying to see if I can find the moment that happens. It was like on turn transition. Okay, right here, Secret Blast. If this card you control is destroyed by opponent card and sent to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage. And he can still chain, so you're helping him by popping Backhoe. And Chainburn normally also plays Life Twin trap card that lets you, when destroyed, reset to Backhoe cards. So they just reset burn cards. So yeah, popping Backhoe from Chainburn, not a good idea. Now, what happens is that the opponent was playing something even worse than Secret Blast and the Life Twin Trap. What was he playing? Let's find out. So they changed Ceasefire, that's going to burn for 1500 on this board state. Actually 1000, I guess. Spirit Habit might not count. That's Awaking the Dragon. Literally any extra deck monster can come out of this. There are infinite possibilities. What do they summon? They summon a fucking tower. You now have to deal with 4000 unaffected chicken. While you are on the fog because opponent is playing burn cards. Jerking the dragon. How do we out it? We go Adra. They have Grave Digger that's going to burn you for 2000. Unless it gets negated. Ultimate Falcon? I like to call it Ultimate Chicken. Still has Rabbit popping another back row, so once again, this is probably something you don't want to do, but hey, what's a better match to learn your lesson than this match? And we pop another Waking the Dragon, what comes out of it? What? I don't even know what this card is. So, fusion that needs 3 level 10 monsters. If this card is special summoned, or if another monster is special summoned from the graveyard to your field while you control this monster, target one face-up monster opponent controls, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. Okay, it can only target cards opponent controls, but I guess it can still burn quite a lot. I feel like there's so much better options that he could have summoned, but hey, it's something. Targeting the Redoer. The Redoer has one trap. Chain Redoer. If the Redoer has a monster attached, he could just dodge it. We bounce back the fusion guy. Burn for 1200. Hello, Bill, how are you? You have the same replay? How do you have the same replay? Were you playing from the other side to have the same replay? Then they punch you with the chicken, that is 17 damage. We're down to 21, but opponent only has one card in hand and the ultimate chicken. Redoer takes a spell can draw one. With Chain Redoer, we're going to search for a card. Not search, it's a hard draw. We draw into man. Take a Poppies. I think we have seen the questings on the replay. I think I can safely fast forward now. Then we steal Ghost Murder, which is actually a standard card to play on Chainburn. That's a backfall punch. We're down to 600 life points. We go Trap Trick. We absolutely need to negate that. They're going to search a burn trap. Redoer takes another monster. Triple 2 back home for man, and that is a 4000 beat stick. It's buffed by. That's the 10. That's the 10 is what's buffing it, I think. Is it? What's buffing that card? That's the 10. Am I just blind? Monster you control gain 100 attack for each access counter. Okay, got it. Punch and punch for Whittle. G fucking G. 10 gives 100 per counter. I see. Right, I have 20 minutes left to stream, which is quite sad, but like I said, I might come back later without microphone if anyone wants to watch that. And I'll probably be streaming during the DC too. I think the current plan is to either take this deck to Duelist level 20 on DC, and then take this deck to Master 1, Master 5, whatever. I would be happy with either. I think the non-masochistic choice will be using this on DC, since, in my opinion, DC is far easier to climb the stage 1 than hitting Master. And since I believe this deck is better, use this for the ladder. At least it's much better going second. Mission, playing normal games, impossible. True. I mean, it depends what you consider a normal game. But if you consider normal games matches between tier red decks without weird shit happening, very weird RNG stuff happening, then the higher you climb the ladder, the better chance you have of having normal games. Okay, this is a normal game. I'm going to assume that this is man, so I call for. It's man. The last time I played against this deck, they just milled 34 cards from this. Like, they had 3 monsters that I could hit at the very bottom of the deck. I'm probably losing because man going second is just so fucking hard to beat. And yes, that is my favorite iteration of that copy pasta. Because with Branded, I don't agree with it. It's funny, but I don't agree with it on Branded. Aside for they always draw the nuts part. But when it comes to Odeon, everything applies. No, he had that in hand.
Vilimo09 sent. Everything about Odeon makes my blood boil. I hate it. I despise everything about it. The names of the cards, the effects, the game plan, the tech cards, the deck lists, the gameplay. It's annoying. It shouldn't work, but it always draws floodgates and Odeon wins, like it has some luck hard-coded in. Man needs a ban. Man isn't even an archetype. Nobody would miss it. It's a piss easy to play deck for low-skill gamers who summon Apophis and make a big board with infinite grind game without thinking.
Facts? Does anyone deny this? Does anyone not want to see man gone?
Froggy TV sent. Back to testing. Nagi.
Anguish phase? It's not based because it's on the opponent side of the field. Wait, doesn't it pop on resolution? It does pop on resolution. Alright, he's just being a man player. Let's not question it. Gate the Ferrier. Okay, so Amber, yesterday I came to your stream and I told you about the guy that spent 3 cards on my tier scream without me even triggering, and you were like confused. Basically, I activated Yarvamin screams without any monsters on my field. Plus. Okay, I activated tier scream like there's no monsters on my field. They use the backhoe to negate it, and then they use another backhoe to pop it, and then they use Purge to negate the search from the graveyard. That is what happened. I had 3 cards over 1 card that I didn't even trigger. How am I beating 4 backhoe with like 2 pushes? I was hoping for him to do the same this time. They did not. Okay, they're letting me resolve that. I'm going to send Suviak. This true look clears, does he? I failed to see how. So this has to be either Tirkash or Shiren for extra push. I think Shiren so that I can attempt to threaten Exiton. I cannot imagine it's going to happen, but I'm going to threaten it. Exiton was the one I had in mind. I see. If you do destroy that card, unfortunately I don't have another Aqua Imputation, so I don't get the extra push from Sharon being destroyed. Wait, I do have Drac to fuse. Now that is peculiar. They're going to hit me with the counter trap and then I just run out of place. Dominus, which searches another card that is going to negate and pop. So it's basically Jover. Oh fuck, Dragon's Mind plus Pattern. I mean, is there any... Does it even matter which cards he's using? It's Man. Man is just every card is an Omni. That's how it feels. Ouch. If you bonk me like that, I'm going to become bald like you. What card did they search again? Purge? Okay. I can target this one, I believe. Maybe I should be targeting the CB head. Not quite sure. Okay, one more negate. Okay, the problem is that it's negate and pop from the habit. If it was just negate, I would be chilling. Yeah. Wait, it can only target Pekko? Okay, okay, I see. Shut up, the armament player. I refuse. I will yap. I will forever yap and forever play the armament. And put that back. Then we go track fuse. Probably a Caesar angle. Not Caesar, this is probably a Pilgrim angle. Because like Cream isn't obviously winning the match. I don't have anything interesting to win climb from here, it has to be Pilgrim. It has to be Pilgrim, it has to hit, and it gets negated, okay. Nice deck, bro, nice deck. Scummed, I can trigger it manually. Or I can do better than that, watch this. Nana, okay. Does that satisfy you? Do you feel like your meme casino redeem was worth it? Check this, give me one moment. It does, okay, glad to know. Okay, I'm queuing up. I probably only have enough time for one more match. I might use the scoop this just to try to go first, or I don't know. I guess if my hand is good, I'll keep playing. The entire point of the deck is better going second, so... One fairy. Do you have Wing for the playlist? Maybe. I have the file name, and maybe with the file name I can find it on YouTube. So, PlayStation 1, chilly, relaxing, music. That is the next. I kind of want to pop the X. Fuck that guy. Alternatively, what do I like use this on? I think that's pretty good. Getting the shuffle in the graveyard might come up too. Ah, Razel, did you doubt it was gone? No, it's not. Miku, do you remember you had a thing with StreamerBot making something appear on a random spot and you had like 30 different sources and you randomly make one visible? Yes, I do. I know it's not the most optimal solution the way I did it, but yep, I obviously remember that. Okay, hear me out. If I don't get to win this match, I will instead show some replays from me playing earlier. Because I basically didn't get Puruvia, I didn't get an amazing hand to like Herald and Neppy, and then Neppy discards like a Shiren. I made it after working it on it for a day, but never used it. Got it, got it. Are you like unable to find it now on our Discord messages or something? South by. Okay, do you guys want to watch entire Mitsuhaizu cinematic when I have 2 cards left in hand? I don't think so. So let's quit the match. That is it for today as far as queuing goes, sadly. But I'll keep streaming a tiny bit more. I have about 10 minutes I can stay here, so... Let's just watch some replays, I guess. Who is this? I wish I could find the going second matches. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. So for code of budget. Oh yeah. Okay. Might be. I might be a little like crashed out and my brain is somewhere else, because like I've been saying, I have about 5 minutes left to be streaming. So Wabubu, Herald, and Eva. Eva is going to search another Herald. They immediately scoop, even though my hand wasn't that amazing. I didn't have follow-up, I would have to search or like have a good top deck. Okay, I think that's the one I watched. Let's watch this one. What the fuck is this? Assault mode. Five minutes? It was about 10 minutes 1 minute ago. 2012 was 60 years ago. Also, if you guys have any suggestion to raid, feel free to suggest. Okay, standby, I shotgun Puruvia. That is the card I kind of like to see when I resolve Puruvia, because they do want to summon from hand more. I get a Maxi, I hold on to the Maxi. I keep summoning from hand. I don't want to be decked out, even though that will be very, very difficult. I hold on here because I'm trying to... What's the name? I'm trying to get better fairies. Because look at this shit. Look at how many normal summons I have in hand. This is the problem with tier after they hit so much the consistency. Okay, now they go from Radiant to Assault mode. I finally use the Herald. They go Gossip. Now I chain Maxi. I'm very confident that they cannot take me out throughout the Heralds that tier can recycle. I'm also using tier names to shuffle back cards into the deck and they scoop. Can I see the list after? Yes, yes, yes. Suffering or Nif? I think Suffering sounds good. Because I've already raided Nif a couple of times and Suffering has been a very, very long time since I raided. Did we watch this one? I don't think so. Okay, Amber, I'm only now catching up with chat. I used it yesterday and man, I'm so glad I spent so much time on it because I made it work in like 5 minutes. Okay, I will have to discuss the details because I want it for my stream as well. Okay, going first, I shotgun the Puruvia. Regardless, they go Fuabus. I negate the Fuabus, they go Fuabus again. Spin swap died to Fuabus, so what do? I'm probably going to pass on not much. Nephilim discard the Infusion, search a Fairy. KitKat. KitKat sends tier cash. We get a Shepherd in the graveyard, summon Millite, feel great, I mean. We get Eva. Eva adds Diviner and Herald. Normal Diviner and send Neppy. Make Baron. Here I had a lot of choices, like I could make a Power Q instead. And then a Power Q on the next turn would summon Diviner to send another Eva. I went for Baron, I guess, and all I have is the Baron Negate and Herald and two Shepherds in the graveyard. I made it super generic too, you can only change one name and it works for whatever source. That's amazing, that's so much better than my current setup. So they go Joku, I negated Joku, I do not like Joku, they go Izuna. Izuna, I can just shuffle back the Lupis that Izuna sent. Then they make Typhoon, Typhoon bounces the Baron, goes battle phase, beats over the tier cache. I need a very good top deck to keep playing here. I top deck into Shiren. Shiren is not fantastic, but hey, if they don't have interaction, it works. And it seems to be the case. I go Requiem, do Lacrima, Creamer, sends Engraver, Engraver summons itself, shuffle in the moon, attach Requiem, send Engraver. Standard stuff, make Pilgrim, Pilgrim has to hit, and it does hit, we hit Havnis and Eva. Eva is going to add 2, so basically from now on my plays are insulated. I got Hulkalus, and they scoop.
Vilimo09 Don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this? Meow, 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 meow,
meow. Okay, so what happened here? I was playing the Cartesian tier build. No, this is not Cartesian tier. But I think it's still in here. Yeah, it's still Cartesian tier. I was Diamond 2 and you know how the game is. You go on a win streak and then you go on a loss streak and you lose all the progress. The game is painful. But I'm playing a junky ass pet deck that I'm trying to make work, so... as long as I can cope with the fact that my deck is not supposed to be very good,
guys,
because
can I
I'm
slice some
slicing
potatoes?
it.
Okay, thanks. YQKRTTHTA, QKRTKT, QRTAT, QRTT, QRTKT, QRTT, KTT, RTT, 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 RTT.
Okay, I don't know if this is the replay I wanted to show, but it will be the last replay on this stream. Don't blame me for everything. Okay, this is a good replay. Does anything interesting happen? So we go right first, search Ferir, special Ferir for tier cache. Uriel would send Subiek, add Rhinoheart. Normal Rhino gets negated. We need to get this 3v karma out of our hand. We really do not like seeing that. That's basically an OTK. Engraver searches track is going to send 3v karma.
Guys, can I slice some potatoes? Okay, thanks.
Crime.
No, oh, can I slice some potatoes? Okay, thanks. Noted.
Then they go hot search input, normal Hazen. Hazen gets crime. And this is actually such a strong play. Trying to keep them... of course, my hand was forced because they threatened at the Fenrir with Hazen. But I'm keeping their hand away from having enough attributes to ever get anywhere, which is actually how I won this match. Then I go tier card, then bunch Tubiek, kill 3. I mill tier Scream, and here was a misplay. I should have used Fenrir to target the attacker. The guy is always just going to protect itself. Battle phase, they punch. Then make Hawk. Add Caesar to hand. Special the thingy, the Hobbisu, but they're straight up not enough archetypes, attributes in the hand for Hobbisu to do anything. So from here I just play Finsmith and they scoop. Man, can I show one more replay? I think I can get away with it. This is not the one. Is this the replay I want to show? It might be. I don't allow you to show another replay. I might do another. And then I just need to speedrun getting ready and eating something and leaving my house. Oh, okay, I think this replay they confused my Fulvus for... No, they confused my Puruvia for a Fulvus. I think that's what happened here, so they just made this and then do nothing else. It's yummy, so this is still a bunch of interaction, but... Yeah, I should be able to beat this, right? Get me away, I send Suviak. Draw doesn't do much into my deck. Summon 2. Tyrant hits Trivikarma in the graveyard. Trivikarma is not usable. How did I punish the Nappy? They punished the Nappy. Yami doesn't really like Puru. Okay, I guess Puru is stronger into Yami than I realized. Now they target my things. This is for the flip down. I chain Cartesia. Make Grangwigno. Alchemist in the graveyard makes Kit Cows. Since cards were one shed, Golden Sword Soul trigger to summon back the Cartesia. Grangwigno, I'm right here, I'm threatening Baron. If you have Grangwigno and Kit Cows on the field, you can get Baron because Grangwigno sends it, targets Kit Cows to become a level 2 tuner. What are you watching? Also, hello, never in my life, how are you? You can full combo with giving only 1 to draw. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fulvus is much stronger into Yami than Puruvia. They do not like me threatening Baron, so they pop the Destrudo. I go Kit Kat, summon Tirkash, Mill. Take over the Suviak from graveyard. Summon Engraver. They are pretty much out of interaction here, I believe. And here is where it gets crazy. It doesn't get crazy. This is not a replay that I wanted to show. God fucking damn it. I wanted to show a replay where I use sequence to make Bruce Canyon. And that play basically wins me the match. Graver, send. Grabbing summons Bruce Canyon. I guess I still get Bruce Canyon, which is cool. I still get the Baron. I use Bruce Canyon so that they cannot shuffle or summon that back, and GG. Bruce Canyon is a white fiend, it is. It's a white fiend. It can be made from sequence. It can be made from tier names. So it's really cool. Very generic materials as well, other than in my specific deck it needs the Quem. This is my only SP name. Also, okay, Ember, I will manually trigger the lock-in. When I find it, which I shouldn't be doing, because I need to go, like I've been saying. Okay, is Suffering still streaming? Yes, he is. And that's it for the stream now. I'm very sorry it was short. I really wish I could keep going, but I do have to go. Like I've been saying, I'll be back later. I will be most likely doing a no microphone stream. And I'll be streaming as well during Duelist Cup, probably without microphone. But yeah, I have managed to find my enjoyment for the game again. The burnout is officially over. I get upset or pissed off. I get very salty if I'm actually trying to win. But as long as I'm just playing junk deck and experimenting with weird stuff, I can enjoy the game. Alright, thank you so much for coming. Bye bye.